So this most recent James Charles drama really got to me. As a person that has been poor, it felt like he doesn't know how the real world works. And I have some thoughts.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job.
Says the person that has never had to open in Microsoft Outlook. Says the person that has never had to work 40 hours a week and choose between paying their bills and eating. Let's talk about what it's like to be between jobs. James, did you know in the application interview and drug testing process, it can take up to a month, not including the time working before a paycheck is received. This is a month without pay. And the fact that you don't have health insurance for the first 3 months working somewhere, so you better hope that you don't get hurt or sick.
Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled.
Let's talk about entitlement. While you sit in a multi-million-dollar mansion telling someone to get a job. How did you react when TikTok, aka one of your dating apps, was going to be shut down? Oh, I know.
My brain and my creativity with painted and the marketing and the brand. I feel like it was too late. You know, and of course, like, everyone's commenting, just saying, like, we're gonna miss you so much. I'm not going anywhere, like, I'm not fucking dying. None of us are. But this app really has been such a beautiful community.
Anyways.
And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm gonna send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you?
It is weird to send a GoFundMe link in an influencer's DMs, but you could have just ignored it. Why are you even going through your message requests as an influencer anyways? I'm sure if this girl was a 16-year-old straight boy, you would help. Maybe even fly them out.
Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe?
Yes, a lot of people have lost their jobs due to Spirit Airlines closing. Honestly, many people are losing their jobs. We're in danger of another recession, and you will never know what it's like to struggle. I'm sure you don't care about the politics, but I know you're benefiting off the tax cuts for the rich, while the working class is struggling. James, you got famous for a photoshopped yearbook photo where you lied about bringing your own ring light. Sure, you can do makeup. Many people can do makeup. You got lucky. Maybe too many times with your record.
All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you.
And I want you to have enough money to buy painted to fund my lavish lifestyle.
This bitch, you lost your fucking job? What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
This TikTok is giving...
Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
I did see James apologize. Let's see what he said.
As many of you guys know, about 2 years ago now, I was involved with a very public online scandal in which some fellow YouTubers made some very serious accusations against me. And within the past couple of weeks, similar accusations are being made again. And I think it's very important that I get on camera and talk to you guys honestly about what is going on.
Oops. Wrong one.
So I ended up deleting the video that I posted yesterday talking about people who send me GoFundMe links that have never followed, supported, DM me before, just begging for money. And most people were like enjoying the video, saying it was a valid point.
First of all, put a damn shirt on. Secondly, I don't believe most people agreed with him. If by most, you mean your teenage fans.
But it definitely started causing some discourse in the comments, and a lot of people were just saying it was out of touch and insensitive. And they're right. It was definitely a harsh choice of words, maybe not my best video, and I deleted it. But of course, the internet is forever. And now a lot of content creators are using like the 5-second clip in the very beginning where I'm like, you're a lazy piece of shit, get a new job, to upload their cute little think pieces, being like, influencers are all so out of touch. This is so disgusting. You don't know how hard it is in the job market these days. Oh my God, give me a break.
Do you really know what the job market is so bad right now means? Not only is it hard to find a job, but many jobs don't pay a living wage.
I am out of touch, first and foremost. Okay, I am never going to be one of those influencers that gets online and pretends to be poor so I can come across as relatable to my audience. I think it's tacky, I think it's annoying, and I also think it's quite insulting to the audience watching, as if you guys are going to be fooled into thinking that. You've been watching me for 10 years now. It's no secret that I have been able to find success doing what I've done.
You don't have to pretend to be poor, not to be out of touch. James, you need to humble yourself. It is not hard to truly understand what is going on with the working class. It doesn't take much to have compassion for a human being. But no, you're too selfish to see the world in any other perspective.
It didn't start that way though. I started from literally nothing and had a dream for myself and was determined to literally do anything to make it happen. And luckily, I've been blessed to be able to do that and now call this my full-time job. The reason I made that video yesterday though was a lot of people these days do not have the make it work mentality. They have no desire to actually put in the effort to try to fix a problem and get themselves out of a situation. They immediately result in asking for help. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for help. In my personal opinion though, it should be a last resort. If you disagree, that's totally fine. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to apologize for having mine.
You don't have to apologize for your opinion. Just don't get upset when people have a problem with your privileged opinion.
There's a lot of people responding back to the video being like, oh my gosh, he has no idea how hard the job market is. I've been applying for new jobs for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years now, and I've literally heard back nothing from any of the jobs. I'm sorry that that is happening to people. I know that the job market fucking sucks. I've heard so many horror stories. I can't even imagine what that's like. Those are the people, in my opinion, that are totally valid in asking for help. The person that I made the video about yesterday lost their job last week at Spirit Airlines, along with 17,000 other people. And granted, I don't know this person. Maybe making a GoFundMe link was really their last resort. I just personally did not believe that to be the case because I know for a fact that they sent the same exact DM to hundreds of different influencers and celebrities. This person did not follow me. They have never DM'd me previously. They have never supported me on any social platforms. They have never purchased from Painted. This person was literally just spam copying and pasting this DM to every person that they assumed had money to offer them. And I'm sorry, just because somebody has money does not mean that you're entitled. I'm sorry if that comes across as insensitive or privileged or mean, but welcome to the real world.
So James deleted this apology and uploaded another.
Hi all, James here. I'm currently traveling abroad and just woke up, but I wanted to sit down and make a video addressing everything that's going on right now.
Ah, shit. Wrong one again.
Yesterday morning, I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video was basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before, and it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could. This video was stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely necessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it.
He has never had to submit a job application, do several interviews to hopefully get that job. And then there's the fact that we are in danger of being in a recession that will never affect James. If anything, James is benefiting from the current administration with tax breaks for the rich. So yes, James, you're out of touch. While sitting in your mansion, in your designer robe, while 17,000 people are out of job.
And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know. My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account.
Why are you in your DM request anyways?
But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're gonna be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video because it came across as super privilege, and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention and it really hurt a lot of people. But as somebody with a platform, it's my responsibility to humble myself and to never take what I have for granted. And when I made that video today, that is exactly what I did. I was speaking from a very privileged, obnoxious, ignorant standpoint, and for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry.
I'm sorry while still not wearing a shirt. The least he could do is put on a damn t-shirt. Go find a Hanes t-shirt so you look humble. In closing, James is a privileged rich snob. Also, he admitted to texting boys under 18. Why does he still have a platform? Anyway, here are some allegations to James Charles talking to a boy when he was 14.
Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Rhett, and if you don't know me, maybe this will help you. Before I get into the story, I want to say I am not meaning to hurt anyone's career or damage anyone's reputation. I just keep seeing things pop up on my page, and it's sickening, and it triggers me in a way, you know. But back when I was 14, you know, I wanted to do social media my whole life. It's something I really loved and enjoyed doing. I started blowing up. I maybe created my account 7 months prior before I turned 14 years old. I ended up blowing up, maybe around 700,000 followers on TikTok. Everything was doing good. I loved it. It was just amazing. James Charles commented under my post and liked the video, and it was exciting. You know, that's the biggest creator I've ever been in contact with or ever commented or liked my post, you know. Anyways, he ends up following me and he messages me, hey, I obviously respond. I'm excited, but that's where everything went downhill. It got really, really weird. Anyways, when we start going back and forth on TikTok, he initiates after a few days, hey, add me on Snap. I'm like, okay, you know, I was trying to hide the fact that I was excited, you know, it was really cool. I was hoping that this was going to jumpstart my career even more into being an influencer, being someone, you know, making others happy, and just, that was my intention the whole entire time. Anyways, me and James start going back and forth on Snap, and he eventually asked me, you know, what do I plan on doing long term? So obviously my social media was picking up and et cetera, but at the time, I really didn't know. I knew I wanted to be something and be someone and help others and just be an amazing person and spread awareness on social media, all that stuff. And I couldn't really give him an answer because I didn't know. It was, yeah, I wanted to, but is it something I really could do, you know? Eventually ended up telling him I wanted to get into modeling or acting or maybe even both. And, you know, he was very supportive about that, you know? He said, oh my God, you'd be such a good model, you know? You would do so well modeling and just stuff like that. And obviously I didn't see anything of it. I was young. I was happy he was saying I could do that, especially coming from a really big and noticeable influencer, you know? I thought it was great. Brother kind of didn't tell me in a way, but my brother he kind of let me do my own thing, but he kind of noticed, you know, he didn't, how do I word this? My brother didn't think about it as the way I thought about it. My brother kind of noticed something and I could tell, but he was kind of just letting me do my own thing. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm just going to jump into a more detailed version of it. I know y'all been waiting. I'm sorry. So James started getting extremely comfortable with me. And I just, you know, I was so excited. I didn't really realize it at the time. We were FaceTiming, which I will pull it up right here in this next clip.
I don't think so. At least.
Anyway, so that part was me. James, that a friend of mine recorded just because he thought it was pretty cool as well. And I thought it was something cool to have. And I didn't think about it as any way to hurt him. And it stresses me out that my life was ruined because everyone thought that. It's irritating talking about. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyways, James started becoming super aggressive with me. He would ask me to send him photos of my happy trail, which I didn't even have at the time. And because I was 14, I didn't have a happy trail and I had armpit hair, but he didn't ask for that. And I kind of avoided the question because it made me super, super uncomfortable. I'm sorry, I lied actually. I told him I shaved my happy trail because I was afraid to tell him that I didn't have a happy trail or have any hair on my body other than my armpit hair. So I'm sorry, I lied about that. Anyways, you know, he kind of started being aggressive extremely after that. He told me, well, don't shave your happy trail grin. Again, because I like that. And he was very intense about how he said it. I know it doesn't sound bad, but it was only if you could be in my shoes when that happened. It made me super, super uncomfortable. Anyways, I go to bed that night and I wake up to his sent to me. And it made me very, very uncomfortable. He would send me a photo of his behind in the mirror. And he also sent me a video of him in the shower, which those videos are somewhere on the internet. I'm sure you can find it. If I looked, I could probably find them in a Google Drive that we actually had for my lawyer. Anyways, he started realizing that I wasn't into that. He started kind of making threats towards me.
Monster on the beat.